Satan doesn't need to destroy your life. Using your own daily routine against you is enough for him. He just needs you to stay comfortable with his 5 habits. Habit 1. Tolerating small sins. It's never the big sins that destroy most Christians. It's the small ones you have slowly made peace with. The little lie that become comfortable. The content you watch when nobody's looking. The pride you have dressed up as self-respect. You stop fighting for it and then you stop calling it sin. Satan doesn't need an open door. He just needs a crack. And you handed it to him the day you decided that sin was too small to deal with. Habit 2. Fact spiritual growth. You watch sermon, you save Bible verses, you follow Christian pages, you even listen to podcasts on the way to work, and you feel like you're growing. But tell me honestly, when was the last time you actually sat in silence with God? No phone, no noise, just you and him. Because the truth is, information without transformation is just entertainment. Satan doesn't need you to stop being religious. He just needs you to stay busy enough that you never actually change. A Christian who feels productive but never grows is exactly where the enemies want them. Habit 3. God comes second. The very first thing you feed your mind in the morning becomes the lens you see your entire day through. And right now, that lens is your phone screen. You wake up, you don't pray, you don't open your Bible, you scroll. And you do it before your eyes are even fully open. Satan doesn't need to destroy your morning. He just needs to own the first 5 minutes of it. Because whoever speaks to you first, saps you first. And most Christians have been handing that moment to the enemy every single day without even realizing. Habit 4. Delayed obedience. You already know what God is asking of you. To pray more, to forgive that person, quiet that habit, start the thing that he puts on your heart. Have that conversation you have been avoiding for months. But instead of obeying, you say tomorrow. And tomorrow become next week. And next week become next year. And next year become the version of you that is still standing in the same place and then asking God why nothing is changing. Habit 5. Praying without expectation. Let me ask you something honest. When you pray, do you actually believe something is going to happen, or are you just going through the motions? Because most Christians pray out of routine, not out of faith. We talk to God like we are feeling out of form. No urgency, no hunger, no real belief that He's listening or not. A faithless prayer is just a words in the air, and Satan is perfectly fine with you keeping that habit. Because a Christian who prays without believing is no threat to him at all. All of these 5 habits have one thing in common. None of them feel dangerous. That's the point. Satan's strategy has never been to turn you into an atheist. It's never been to make you hate God or walk away from your faith in one dramatic moment. He doesn't need to destroy you. He just needs to delay you. It's to make you a comfortable and a distracted Christian who is just spiritual enough to feel okay, but never transformed enough to become who God actually created you to be. So let me ask you one question before you close this video. Which one of these habits is yours? Because the fact that you're still watching right now, it's not an accident. It's God getting your attention, and He doesn't do that without a reason.